May I please have a moment of personal privilege?
Granted.
Thank you, sir. Fellow colleagues, this is the second time I've had to endure this in a 6-month period. And I'm sure, as you can tell, this is of no delight. I've been working with the General Consul to make sure that their stories could be brought to our wonderful state. And again, Colorado is at the forefront, leading the way for hearing the stories that people need to hear. We have endured for months now, since October 7th, anti-Semitic remarks and behavior in these chambers, in this building. And I and my colleagues have actually had to be at the forefront of it. And it's hurtful. This morning I come to you, what an honor and a privilege to stand before you. I know some of your struggles. I've heard them, I've listened to them, and it's a privilege that I can even bear my own. I've stated multiple times, I try to come down to these chambers and be a representative for the city of Loveland, and that is it, and that's where the buck stops. But when injustice occurs, it is the duty of all senators, of all House representatives, of our governor, and all others that are in higher office to take a stand. I urge that you speak to these people today and you hear their stories. Look them and see the whites of their eyes. Because what occurred many months ago can happen to any single country in this world. It can happen to any single person, including you, including myself. My family hails from Metula. They are evacuated down into Tel Aviv. They are still there. I ask that you give these people an opportunity to tell their stories, to share the atrocities that have been committed. And I ask you furthermore to stand with them. Hamas is a terrorist organization that murders Americans and Israelis alike. There is no difference. And that behavior needs to be condemned. Any peoples that are against our way of life, which is Western civilization, the best known civilization through the history as it stands today, we as representatives need to be above it and stand with our colleagues that injustices are being committed. It is time now, as elected officials, for the state of Colorado to declare Hamas as a terrorist organization, as a unified body, without question. If any of these injustices were being committed and you had to stand before me with the same ask, I would be in unwavering support, standing side by side, shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand. Show the Colorado people that we are above injustices and war crimes committed against civilians. Show Colorado that we are better. There is a reason that these people are in the chamber today. I'm grateful for my legislators, for my senators and my House representatives to even allow this. You have worked with me, and I'm grateful for all of you. It is a privilege and an honor to be standing in this chamber before you in the Senate, of all places. And I hope you understand that I'm grateful again for the opportunity. Please talk to my brothers and sisters that are standing in this room today. Give them their moments of personal privilege and hear what they have to say for the pieces that have been stripped and stolen from their lives. Because it is important to me as it should be as important to you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. President. Wrong house.
Thank you, members. To the families who are here with us today, thank you. It's been a long journey, we know, just to get here, and it's obviously been a much longer journey for you in other ways since October 7th. We know you live through the horror every single day, and we're just grateful that you are here to share your stories with us so we can be a small part of bearing witness to what you and your families have gone through. The Senate will continue to stand in a recess to greet the families.